right, so obviously Dorian is going to make its way close to us. There will be some impacts, but most of them will be felt tonight into tomorrow morning. So the weekend does show improvement. Sunday's obviously the weekend pick. Rain 1 to 3 inches on Cape Cod and the islands. That's where the highest totals will be. There may be some localized flooding that occurs tonight into early tomorrow morning. Gusts 40 to 55 miles per hour will be strongest on Cape Cod. We may even have a few gusts higher than that on Nantucket. Pockets of wind damage will result. I don't think it's going to be widespread, but there will be some areas here and there on Cape Cod. High surf, rip currents, obviously, and some minor coastal flooding on Nantucket. Otherwise, no big issues in terms of coastal flooding, which is good news there. Dorian right now is a 90-mile-per-hour Category 1 storm, moving northeast at 14 miles per hour here. It's sitting literally just miles off the coastline of the southern Outer Banks here, just offshore. The worst of the eye wall has impacted parts of the Outer Banks now. So Cape Lookout, which is located right here, reported a sustained wind of 74 miles per hour, gusting to 94 here, right on the western fringe of that eye wall, which is hugging the coastline. Some gusts right now in the areas that are actually reporting them are between about 40 and 60 miles per hour for the buoys just offshore, and from Hatteras back up to Kill Devil Hills as well. Dorian is going to continue to zip off to the northeast through the afternoon and evening, passing south and east of Nantucket overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, and then making an impact here in Nova Scotia, where they actually now have hurricane watches in effect for Nova Scotia, extending back up into Prince Edward Island, as well as it will weaken, obviously, to a leftover low heading into Saturday evening and night. All right, for us, let's break down the wind first. 20 to 30 mile per hour gusts. Here's the timestamp in the upper right. So after midnight tonight, that's when we start gusting over 40 on Cape Cod. Tomorrow morning, that's when we start to see some gusts that may top out 50 to 55. I'd say especially early to mid-morning. Notice that at 10 a.m., gusts 50 to 60 possible. And then on the backside of the storm, the wind's going to shift around to the north and northwest. Notice even in eastern Massachusetts, it's a windy day, but it's not a damaging wind. Gusts 30 to 40 in spots, Gloucester to Plymouth. And then during the afternoon to evening, the wind is really going to subside as the storm continues to pull away. So strongest wind overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. What about the rain? This morning's dry, filtered sun. This afternoon's dry in most spots except for the immediate south coast of the Cape. That's where I expect some tropical downpours to move in for the afternoon and evening. And these will expand northward and become more widespread and a little more intense during the evening, 8 to 10 p.m. especially. After midnight tonight, it pours while most of us are sleeping. Heavy downpours, embedded thunder possible. Tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. raining for most of us in east central and eastern Massachusetts. By 9 o'clock, rain's wrapping up in Worcester County. By 10 o'clock in Boston, and around lunchtime on Cape Cod. There may be just a lingering spritz, but it looks like the heaviest rain will be in the morning, wrapping up by midday for most spots. How much rain? The purples indicate 1 to 2 inches. So a lot of far eastern Massachusetts does get into that. Lesser amounts through the far interior, about a ½ an inch to an inch for most of us. Forecast wave heights now. The purples and the pinks, 20 to 35-foot seas offshore. They'll continue to build here. So obviously several hundred miles south and east of Nantucket. This is a huge impact to the marine community. The worst waves here at home will be along the south coast, outer Cape, back down to Nantucket, where we could see some 10, 15, 20-foot seas briefly tomorrow morning and afternoon, and then the backside of the storm that will depart, and the seas will tend to subside a bit by the time we get to tomorrow night. So the tropical storm warnings are up for Cape Cod and the islands and the coastal waters here. High temperatures today, right around 70. Again, most of today is dry. Rain tonight, though, localized flooding. Overnight lows right around 60. That wind continues to increase, particularly on Cape Cod. Highs tomorrow, 65 to 70. I do think some late day breaks of sunshine come out tomorrow, but obviously Sunday's the pick as we climb into the 70s. Actually, it looks like a really nice day on Sunday. Mid 70s in Boston, mid to upper 70s in a couple of spots. And the start of next week looks good too. Monday and Tuesday look dry in the low 70s, couple of showers on Wednesday, and mid 70s on Thursday. Brianna?